Since 1974, the Mississippi Alliance for Arts Education, MAAE, has been recognized both locally and nationally for its commitment to offer surprising solutions to the countless challenges confronted by arts educators and arts education advocates. MAAE is committed to paving pathways to student learning by advocating for high-quality, comprehensive, and sequential arts education for all Mississippi students. The MAAE Annual Arts Front and Center Forum offers a venue where educators, business leaders, government officials, and artists can dialogue about imaginative perspectives for 21st century education. Held over a 2-day period in Jackson, Mississippi, forum participants gained new awareness and appreciation of the impact of arts education on a child's life, as well as an understanding of how schools can become more involved in arts education. The forum also recognized and honored all stakeholders for their contributions to the education and advocacy support of imagination, creativity, and the arts across Mississippi. The first day of the forum was hosted at the Mississippi Children's Museum. There was a guided tour through the museum with opportunities to frolic in the joy of rediscovering the child within.
It's head to head. It's head to head. It's supposed to go against one another. And then one over here.
After the tour, attendees were introduced to Susan Gerard, Executive Director of the Children's Museum.
When I saw your question today, what role can imagination play in Mississippi? We here at the museum would say dream it, build it, and get ready. Welcome to the place that imagination built. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nicole Marquez related an inspiring story of her brush with death, subsequent journey to recovery, and continued struggles and triumphs which bring her to inspire others.
All my arts and education taught me that anything worth having is worth working for. You have to practice, 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 which is what I'm doing right now. So I look at everybody in this room and I challenge you that when life throws you a curveball, don't let it slow you down and don't stop believing in your dream. You have to really use that imagination. You have to work for it, fight for it. You have to believe in it. Believe in that dream and go for it. And I think probably it's best said by one of my favorite artists, Stevie Wonder. You have to keep smiling and you have to keep shining. Because, that's what I plan on doing.
Nicole was the perfect lead-in to the Imagination Conversation event, which was introduced by Dr. Penny Wallen, MAAE Executive Director.
Sponsored by the Lincoln Center Institute. This event is one of the 50 Imagination Conversations in 50 states, which will culminate in the Imagination Summit this summer in New York. The cornucopia of ideas and possibilities from our discussion this afternoon will be synthesized and celebrated in order to create an action plan for making the cultivation of imaginative thinking an integral part of education in our schools.
Betsy Bradley, Director of the Mississippi Art Museum, served as the moderator for the Mississippi Imagination Conversation.
Imagination may start as a kind of abstract concept, but it's when it turns into something concrete that it takes on a life of its own.
It is incumbent on us to use our imagination, to be innovative, to find ways to set us apart from other states. And we have found that what has made Mississippi stand out is the creativity of the state. It is our culture. It's this culture of imagination that we see very clearly in our arts, that we see very clearly in our music, and in some of the activities of that type, but it also imbues what we do in business.
After the thought-provoking Imagination Conversation, attendees enjoyed a delicious buffet, shared ideas inspired by the conversation, and prepared for the evening's awards celebration.
Glad we got such a good crowd.
Each year, the MAAE honors schools, cultural institutions, programs, and individuals for their positive contributions to arts education in the state. The MAAE believes this awards program will increase public awareness of high-quality arts education programs across the state and the accomplishments of students who are the beneficiaries. Day 2 of the Arts Front and Center Forum was hosted by Power Academic and Performing Arts Complex, where attendees participated in several workshops and learning sessions. Kim Witt of the Mississippi Arts Commission helped participants discover more about arts integration and quality arts learning experiences and explained what the Mississippi Arts Commission has to offer artists, classroom teachers, and innovative collaborations through its many and varied programs. Nicole Marquez presented Yoga Meets Dance, a fun, music-inspired, fully charged dance workshop perfect for the classroom setting and suitable for all ages and fitness levels. Dr. Charlotte Tabarot presented Show Me the Money, which provided ideas for using the laws concerning how Title I through VI monies may be spent in order to fund arts programs in the school.
Shucks! You ain't no fox, you a rabbit just trying to act like a fox.
Me a rabbit? Yeah, I have you know my reputation precedes me.
An arts integration lesson called Flossie was presented by Althea Jerome and Jody Engel. This was an arts learning experience that integrated Mississippi framework competencies in language arts, theater, dance, visual art, and music.
It's a song about love between my brothers and sisters all over this land.
Dream big. And Joseph and I are gonna...
Dream Big with Your Eyes Wide Open was presented by Dr. Elaine Gelbart and Joe Johnson. The lesson focused on demonstrating the effectiveness of the arts in helping participants understand the historical climate and emotional impact of the 1950s and 1960s civil rights movement.
We can turn, we can rotate, we can slide the tessellation, and I have some pictures right there.
Dr. Sally Harper presented Math plus Creative Arts equals STEAM to enlighten elementary teachers with ways to integrate art into their mathematics curriculum.
Kids look at the world and they make certain predictions.
Waiting for Superman, What's the Message from Mississippi Schools was presented by Carolee Jolivet, Neola Young, and Lemuel Eubanks. This documentary sparked deep discussion about public education reform, charter and private school alternatives, and educational rights for students.
There's one thing I would tell anybody that's interested in going into visual arts, it's take some design classes, learn how to use graphic design programs on a computer, and take some education classes. Even if you have no intention on becoming a teacher, because you don't know where your life's going to end up.
Well-known artist Tony DeFatta offered Eco Aesthetics, a visual arts experience with a creative demonstration on mixed media painting techniques using found, reclaimed, and non-toxic materials. Participants used non-toxic and recycled materials to contribute to a collaborative art piece. A special presentation was given by 6 schools who participated in the Arts Integration Academy through the 2011 Kennedy Center Project Grant with MAAE. The schools shared their experiences with arts integration at their schools, from writing lessons to teaching students using this approach. The entire forum was like a well-orchestrated feast put together by a host of educational, artistic chefs. But what certainly added to, and perhaps gave this event its exceptional flavor, was the sprinkling throughout of the most savory spices, supplied by the talented students of Power APAC. The value of MAAE's activities and achievements are manifested in the growth and accomplishments of teachers and students across the state of Mississippi. This year's Arts Front and Center Forum has given attendees information, skills, and the inspiration to create imaginative ideas needed to improve the paving of pathways to student learning and arts education in Mississippi. To learn more about the activities of the Mississippi Alliance for Arts Education, please visit their most excellent website at www.msartsalliance.com.